Hello, beloved ones. I am Terry. Welcome to the retreat. Now, I'll tell y'all in advance, I had planned so much better for you. I had planned a really upbeat, very passionate, very high energy video for you with lots of atmosphere. But I didn't do right. I had pizza for dinner. I did. I shouldn't have. And now I'm about to be in a pizza coma. Yet I still wanted to connect with you. I wanted to communicate. I wanted to share something with you. So here it is. It is what it is. Y'all are going to just have to get this video from me here in this bed, being a fat potato as I am. So, as you've noticed from the title, the die has been cast. We are leaving this Airbnb and heading back to the Americas. Americas 2, that is Las Americas. So, yes, we're leaving Juan Pablo 2 and heading to Las Americas 2. I kind of feel some kind of way about it, y'all. I kind of feel some kind of way. What happened was I waited a little bit too long to rebook, to extend my stay at this Airbnb. And so, again, as it happens, we don't have to go home, but we got to get up out of here. But never fear, I've already booked our next stay at a place in Las Americas 2, which I note is the burbs, right? It's the burbs. My young Padawan is quite excited about that. She's ready to go to the burbs. I am someone that likes a little bit of bijou in my area. You know, I want to see some stuff. I want to be close to, I just want to feel something a little bit more than the ticky-tacky and they all look just the same. But nevertheless, that's where we're going, and we're going to give it a shot. Now, the funny thing is, I am so attached to this place that we're in now. It's not fancy. It is not fancy at all. Not at all, okay? But it is cozy as F. And there's something about it that reminds me of something else, and I can't quite put my finger on it. I don't know if it's someplace from my childhood or something, but it. Okay, so my phone gave up the ghost. It had no more storage space. So now we're from the laptop, different view. I'll cobble it together. But I got to get this out to you tonight. Reason being, of course, tomorrow we'll be packing, and I won't have a chance to share this while it's fresh in my brain. All right, so as I was saying, this place, it has a hold on me. There's something about it. It's very comfortable. Not perfect, but comfortable, okay? The things about it that I don't care for, it's a bit buggy. All right, it's a bit buggy. We didn't think it was buggy at first, but as the days went on, we found that we've got some 6, 12, 900-legged friends in here that we did not care for. Loads of ants, loads of ants. And normally ants are not a big deal for me. I'm from the South. I'm of the opinion I'll take an ant. Hate a roach, but I can deal with an ant. However, the ants here in this particular home have a plan. Okay, they have a plan. They're not playing any games. A few nights ago, they ate me to pieces, dragged me down the street 4 blocks, and left my ass for dead. Okay, so these ants here are really just, it's not on. Not loving them. There's something that occurs in the shower. Every time you get into the shower, you turn on the water, you begin your ablutions, you're beginning to cleanse yourself. I swear, before the fuzzy baby Jesus, as soon as you soap your face and your eyes are closed, then they come creeping out of somewhere in the drain, and they touch you, okay? The 900-legged millipede, centipede, killer acipedes, those come and they touch you, and it's really creepy. And now please understand, I'm not a weenie-fied person. I'm not afraid of the bugs and the lizards and the snakes. None of that. None of that. I'll take a snake and swing it around my head and sling somewhere. It's not. It doesn't bother me. But there is something visceral about something touching you, crawling on you unexpectedly when you got your eyes closed and you can't open them suddenly because you're gonna get soap in your eyes and burn yourself to death. It's just not on. So that's unpleasant. With that being said, still love it here. And I was just thinking, oh, I just gotta get some Zevo. If anybody here that's already here in Merida knows where to get some Zevo, please let me know. You know what Zevo is? That stuff that is bioengineered to kill bugs like on a molecular level, but to do nothing to you or to your pets. Won't screw with you, but it's going to kill the hell out of the bugs. If y'all have seen that around, if you know where it is, please let me know, because I've been trying to find it and I cannot. Went on Mercado Libre and they wanted like $30,011 for it, and I'm not talking about in pesos. And I'm like, no. So if you know where the Zevo is, let me know. But anyway, I was planning just to get the Zevo it down, and then make it do what it do, because it's cozy. It's cozy. And I mentioned before, I've got cats. I've got 2 cats, and I've got a teen. And if you've got pets and teens, they can tear some stuff up. They can tear some stuff up. And I'm always feeling very anxious when I am in someone else's home that, these heathens that I brought with me might tear stuff to pieces. That's just, my own anxiety about not wanting to mess other people's stuff up, whether I'm paying or not. I just, it's uncouth, right? So I like to be in a house that's a little bijou, so I don't have to stress out every second about what those furry felines are doing or what that careless whisper teen is doing, right? So this place was just perfect for that. It was perfect for that, right? Have some neighbors out back that I absolutely have fallen in love with. Didn't love them at first. I'm going to try to get some footage of them and show them to you before we leave. And it might not make it into this video, but it'll be on another video, because you got to see these neighbors, okay? You got to see them. Now, I'm not going to give details because I don't want to spoil it, but you got to see them. And up front, we've got the most beautiful, beautiful, beautiful garage. I know they call it garage here, but it just looks like, a gated patio. And, everybody here, not everybody, but everybody has some sort of little business going in front. Like, so people will use that little garage area to make their business, and then they live in the home in the back. And ours is so beautiful and pristine. I saw it. And whenever I see a space, whatever space, there are 3 businesses that come to mind for me because of my experience and the experiences, with my child. 3 businesses. Either a theater, a yoga studio, or a skating rink, right? It's not big enough for a skating rink. Ain't quite big enough for a theater. I mean, I'm from the theater, so I can make it do what it do. We can have a very intimate scene. But what it would be a lovely yoga studio. And I was thinking, you know what? I can teach yoga out here. I wonder if the Airbnb host would mind if we are long term. I can teach yoga out here. Now, it wouldn't be for everyone because it's outdoors. Basically it's outdoors. It's just in your patio area, but it's covered and it's gated. But I could put fans out there, and I was thinking about spacing out the mats and everything. Like I said, certain people wouldn't come, and that's fine. That's fine. Back home in Savannah, when I first started teaching yoga, I started teaching out in the park. And I wasn't teaching in a studio. And I remember inviting some ladies that I knew, like they weren't friends, but I knew of them from someone else, and I invited them, and they're like, oh, what do you teach? And I'm like, oh, out at Forsyth Park. And they got this look on their face like, in the park. And I thought to myself, please don't come, because they were not part of my tribe, right? They were not part of my tribe. And that's fine. That's fine. But anyway, I was thinking about that, like, oh yeah, that would be so beautiful. And this location is very convenient. You go to the left, the little lavanderia is right there. Go a little bit further down, there's all kinds of little shops up here, little shops down there. There's an OXXO over here, which is really scary to get to because it's one of those roundabout circles and the cars are coming, coming, coming. And I do not love to cross the street in areas where the cars are coming, coming, coming. The number one rule when we are out walking is don't get smushed. Okay, that was the rule back home in the States. That's the rule here. Number two, don't get smushed. Do you know what number three is? Don't get smushed, right? And so at certain places, I feel like shit, we're gonna get smushed. I don't need to go to OXXO. Is there a convenience store on this side? Is there a Six? And my daughter keeps wanting to go. She doesn't want to go anywhere except the damn OXXO, right? The OXXO. And I'm like, can we go to the Six? Let's go to the Six. The Six is right there. We don't have to cross this, what looks like Mosley Street, but's got the traffic flow of being Atlanta. No, I'm not about that life. I'm not. So anyway, I digress to say that this space has been so damn comfy and convenient that I feel some kind of way about leaving. And the thing that's helping me get through is that I remind myself of the bugs, that I don't care for the bugs, and I want to leave them. I want to leave them. And there are other things that aren't beloved here, okay? And this brings me to my tips for you, because besides me just rambling, I wanted to give some tips to you that are coming over here soon and that will start your stay in an Airbnb, which I personally recommend. For me, I am very comfortable staying in an Airbnb for a few months. This is going to be this is our second month. So we're about to go into our third month of Airbnb. The reason being, I'm not ready to be tied down. I don't want to sign any paperwork. I don't want to do that. I don't want to have to get any water and gas or anything in my name right now. I'm very comfortable with just going into an Airbnb and everything's taken care of. I do know that I am paying more than I would and maybe not getting the amenities I would until I go into a local rental directly with the owner. But that's okay. Also, and I will mention this too, this owner of this Airbnb did offer and let me pay off-site for our extension, because we had just did for 2 weeks because I had gotten the first one for 1 month and that was too long because we were dissatisfied there. And so I kind of learned my lesson, and here I just did 2 weeks, but I liked it more. I got extended a third week and she offered me, I didn't even have to go to her. She's like, hey, you want to pay off? And I was like, yeah. So I think had I been quicker, I think I could have got this long term off of the site. But it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Because the universe is working for our best. All right? I'm on the path. And I know that we will get into the perfect place in the perfect neighborhood that's going to resonate with me, that's going to resonate with baby driver in there, that's going to resonate with those cats, that's going to let us be the most that we can be. So it's all good. The next place is very nice. It's very new. It's got a beautiful backyard, and I'm all about the backyard. So y'all, I won't get to give you yoga classes here in this lovely garage area, but maybe we could do something in the backyard for those of you that would do yoga in a backyard. Or I will be doing some online classes. I will do online as well. I just got to get my space worked out to where it'll be okay and you can see and I can feel like I'm giving you the most. So we'll do that. But yeah, so I feel I will miss this place. I'm not going to think about it too much. I'm trying to focus on stuff that I don't like so I don't feel sad about leaving. But we're all good. Our next Airbnb is booked. Our driver is registered or reserved to come pick us up on Saturday. So Saturday morning we'll be in Las Americas. So for you that are in Merida, you might see us wandering about in the streets, walking, trying to film and get footage, trying to be better. I owe some footage of Paseo Verde because I took a little, but I wanted to get more of the full meal deal. So hopefully, maybe sometime tomorrow, I'll get to scoot about and get some more footage of that so that I can share that with you because it's lovely. Um, it needs some maintenance, but if you can get past that, it's a nice green space. It's a nice green space. And on Sunday, we went out there. I'd finally gotten Bella's helmet because she's a skater. She's actually a roller skater. She's a derby girl, actually. She competed on a team. She's got several trophies. She's a teeny tiny wee thing, and she can knock a grown man down when she's on skates. Like, I'm not exaggerating. She will put you on your ass. It really makes me proud. But anyway, so we didn't travel with her helmet because it was too bulky to get into the suitcase. We had to get a new helmet. But we did not get her knee pads and her elbow pads and her wrist pads. And of course, she fell 3 times, only one that I saw, but she busted up one knee pretty good. It looks like a zombie has chewed on that knee. But anyway, we were there at the skate park, lots of guys at the skate park, just guys, no girls. And that's usually the norm in the States as well. Usually there's 1 or 2 girls at the skate parks, and Bella's always one of them. What was different, and again, we don't speak the language, just a few words here or there, me a few words more than Bella, of course, but the boys that were there, they did have a good aura, a good energy that I sensed, and I asked Bella the same thing, and she sensed that good aura, because back home, the skaters are mean at the skate parks, and they tend to be grown-ass men giving the stink eye to younger skaters. And so they give you that energy, which is annoying. So it was lovely that she was at the skate park and got that good sense, that good vibe, that it was all skate love and bike love too, because there were a lot of bikers there, a few scooterers. But anyway, the way the skate park is laid out, it's huge. It's a huge, immense thing. So we went to one end so she could skate up, put her skates on, get her gear on. And there was a bench there. So I sat down at the bench there, but then she went to skate at the other end. So she's down there skating. I'm at this end skating. I'm at this end sitting on the bench, and most of the skaters are down here, and they're all boys. And I sit there for a while. I got my eyes on Bella. I'm watching her to make sure she doesn't knock her head, bust something up, or somebody foolishly come along and try to snatch her, because I'm not saying that people are snatching here, but I'm a mom. I'm always situationally aware. I don't care where we go. Okay, if we go to heaven, I'm looking, and I got my eyes on angels. What plans y'all got? Okay. So anyway, I'm doing that. And as I'm sitting there, I hear drumming. I don't know if this is a Southern thing, or if it's a Black thing, or if it's a me thing, but I could not be satisfied until I found out what that drumming was coming from. It was wonderful. So as soon as Bella had fallen down a few times, I gestured her over to me, and we went wandering to the sound of the drums. The drums were like the Pied Piper. I don't know if it was the Pied Piper for Black people or weird hippie women, but I could not stop until I got to the drums. In the South, I know this is a Southern thing. The band is a big deal, right? Anybody know? Y'all know? Like about the Battle of the Bands? That? Any of y'all ever compete in that? Or y'all have kids compete in that or whatever? Well, my son, because I have an adult son, he was in the Battle of the Bands. He played the tuba. And my brother, he was in the Battle of the Bands, often. It happens, every year. He started out doing the quads, and then he changed over to cymbals. So anyway, I am well versed in the sound. And I'm like, is there a Black band here? Is there a marching band here? I was so excited. But we walked up on it, and we got close, and it wasn't a Black marching band, but I believe it is a marching band, and they were performing, and they were the shit, y'all. Oh my God. I'm not sure if I warned y'all. I'm sure I didn't. I cuss unashamedly. I'm not gonna apologize. So if it offends you, I might not be your taste. But yeah, I come from a mother, God rest her soul, who cussed like a sailor. She could cuss a sailor under the table, and one of the things that I did adopt from her was that, and it just feels good on my mouth. Feels good in my tongue. Tasty. Don't mind it. You know, it's what I do. It's fine. I've got other words, but if a cuss comes out, it comes out. But anyway, they were awesome. They were amazing. They were soulful. You could feel the joy in them as they played, and they had a little somber rhythm too. I did record some of that. I'll probably tag that in maybe on the end here, possibly, so you can hear that. But oh my God, it was awesome. So we watched them for a bit. As I said, I recorded it because I have to send it back to my son and to my brother, who are, they were band life people. They played at different schools. If there's anyone here, and it doesn't have to be just from Savannah, from the South, from that southern area, y'all will know, because y'all will have competed against them. Y'all know. So my son played for Johnson, and my brother played for Savannah High. So if you know, you know. Okay? So anyway, we came back up, and Bella got to skating a little bit. This time, I didn't sit down at the bench because I sat there for a while. But again, as I said, I'm sitting down there where all of the skaters are, and they're just boys, and Bella's at that other end, and other families are passing by. And I know they're thinking, what the hell is she doing? This pedophile woman sitting down here with these boys? So I walked back up to be by Bella like, I can't be down there because why am I down there? My kid is not down there. I need to be by my kid. Moms, dads, y'all know the rules of the park, right? There's some kind of weirdo sitting too close to your kids. It's like, what are you doing here? Where's your parent pass? Why are you by these kids? We don't. So I didn't want to get the pedo mark. So I went down there by Bella, and then Bella's giving me the eyes because now I'm invading her space. Oh, God, you can't be bothered with mom, So anyway, we skate a little bit more. Then we head on home, and it was a fabulous day. And this just adds into just the convenience of this neighborhood. I dig the Juan Pablo 2 area. Like, this could be for me. Bella doesn't love it as much because it's hood. It's the hood, right? There's neighborhoods, and then it's the hood. It's not quite the hood the way it is in America. Like, it's not hood where you feel like, oh, some shit's gonna happen to me, somebody's gonna shoot me. Nothing like that. But the hood in where there might be some trash on the street, or the grass is not quite cut, or there's cars on blocks in people's yards, that kind of stuff, right? That kind of stuff where, and we're a little, I'm not going to lie, myself and my child, we're a little bourgeois. We're a little bourgeois. Like, we're raggedy bourgeois. You meet those kind of people, right? That's us. Like, we want to brunch. We like nice things. We like it pretty. But I can take a little bit more of the bijou than she can. So she's ecstatic about the burbs. So we'll see how it works out. What else did I want to tell y'all? Oh, okay. So here's the tips I want to give you. If you are about to come to Merida, your days out, your weeks out, your months out before you come, and really traveling anywhere. But I want to give this specifically regarding Merida, and you're getting an Airbnb, because as I said, and I digressed, I recommend staying at an Airbnb first until you decide what you want to do. If you want to, rent a home from a local, or you got some other plan. Some people like hostels, some people like hotels, depending on who you're traveling with. If it's just you, or if you got some kids, or if you got some cats, you got some dogs, whatever. When you're looking for your Airbnb on the site, listen to me. Hear me now and understand me later, okay? What you see is what you get. And what you don't see is what you get to. Well, what do I mean? Okay? This place, like I said, it's lovely. It's not fancy, but it's lovely. On the Airbnb site, it did advertise that it had a back patio, backyard, back whatever, but she didn't show any pictures of it. And I kept thinking, well, why wouldn't you show pictures of that? Why wouldn't you show pictures? Well, there's a reason why she didn't show pictures. When you go back and out there, it's a little it's a little rough. It's a little rugged. It's a little bit hood, and I got the neighbors. Got to show you what kind of neighbors I got. Okay? So, that's why you wouldn't see it, because if I saw that, we might not have booked it. Although the pictures of the interior were lovely, we might not have booked it, okay? So, what you see is what you get. What you don't see is what you get. So, if they're advertising something, but there's not a picture of it, inquire, all right? Ask them. Send a message. Ask, could you give me some pictures? What's in the backyard? Find out, okay? And what they tell you, believe them. Like Maya Angelou said, when somebody shows you who they are, believe them the first time. The reason I say this, in my first, at the first Airbnb, I didn't see a closet in the pictures that he showed, any closets, and we needed closets, right? Because we're moving here. We got stuff, a lot of stuff, a lot of clothes. And I asked him, hey, are there closets in your home? And he said, yes, there's one closet. He said there's a closet and something else. So in my mind, I converted that to there are two closets because there's two rooms, even though he only said one closet. No, Terry, no, 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 no. When we got there, there was only one closet. We had very little space. There was one closet. There was no hangers. I ended up buying like a shelf thing for Bella to put her stuff on because she didn't have the closet. She chose the room without the closet in her room, so we bought a shelf to put her stuff on. So ask questions. What you see in those pictures, expect to get that. For instance, you might see a bathroom where there is no toilet seat on the toilet. Don't expect that when you get to the house, there's going to be a toilet seat. If it's not in the picture, you ain't going to get it. Okay? So be very mindful of that. Make sure that you are reading the reviews. Translate them. Go ahead and translate them because a lot of them are going to be in Spanish if you don't speak the language, like me. Maybe you speak the language. Good on you. And pay attention. If there's 75 reviews and all of them are wonderful, but there's just one that's bad, pay attention to that bad one. Dig into it a little bit. Give it a little bit more credence. I'm not saying that you totally disallow a place because of that bad one, but take it to heart. Again, from the previous one, there was one review that said, it's a nice place, but lots of things missing. And I didn't pay attention to that. And when I got to the space, it was the most correct one. There were so many things missing from that Airbnb. We were staying there for a whole month. There were no cleaning supplies. There was no broom. There was no mop. And there was only one roll of toilet paper. So you see what I'm saying? That kind of thing. So pay attention to those things. And don't be afraid to ask them questions. Don't be afraid to ask more than once. Don't be afraid to ask, hey, you got a picture of this? If you're looking at an Airbnb and they have a bunch of pictures of the sites that are around Merida and not as many pictures of the place itself, turn your little radar of concern on and put a pin in that one and do some digging, because sometimes that's a distraction tactic. Like, look at this, don't look at that. All right, so you really want to kind of inspect these places. Be aware of any reviews that say that maybe the owner gave the person trouble, whereas they wouldn't fix something, or things weren't quite what the person expected, and then when they bring it to the attention, there's a problem. I didn't have that problem out of either of my hosts. They both were, like, even the one at the first one that I was so vexed with, and like I couldn't leave a good review. I know that people are making their living with Airbnb. I know that. And if the host wasn't horrible to me and they weren't trying to do something which feel purposeful to, defraud me or put us in danger, then I don't want to leave a bad review and risk this person not being able to make their livelihood because stuff wasn't up to my standards, because my standards are going to be different than somebody else's standards. So in that case, I would rather say nothing if I can't say something good enough. So I say all that to say I didn't leave a review for him because I felt like it would be too low and I didn't want to hurt him. But that being said, you read the reviews and read into them for that very reason, because some people will leave a review, but they don't want to hurt the host, so they just leave something extra nice because they don't want to be hurtful to a host that was nice to them. So just be careful. Both of my hosts, when I had any issues, they did hop right on them. I feel like this one here, more than the first one, they really, and I didn't have any major issues here, just small things that I didn't know how to handle. When I reached out to her, she gave me the information right away. There at the first one, the one in Centro, and here at Juan Pablo, they both have two things in common, which is what I call, and other people call, the suicide shower. Do you know what that is? You know the suicide shower? I'll take pictures of it for you so you can see it. But basically, it's an electric device that is tapped directly into the shower that heats the water element right there. So electrical cables run into the shower. You know that we normally try to keep water and electricity apart. So it's frightening. It was particularly frightening at that first place because it was wired wrong in some way. So if you touch the wall, or you touch the handle, or you touch the shower head itself by accident, you got a shock, and it wasn't cool. And you wondered, like, is this okay? Is this gonna kill me? How much of this? So that wasn't cool. Here, I've only been shocked by this one once. It was fine turning it on, turning it off, touching the wall. But one day, like a couple of days ago, I accidentally reached up, by accident. I don't know, I'm singing in the shower or whatever, and I touched it, and I got a good shock. I mean, I got a good one. And I'm like, is my heart gonna stop? Because I don't know. I haven't been exposed to electricity in that way to really know, like, oh, that's nothing, or oh shit, do I need to get some help? But anyway, I am not for the suicide showers. I don't like them because I'm not exactly sure. I'm not exactly sure if you're never ever supposed to be shocked by them, or if you just know that you just cannot touch these at all. I just don't care for them. They're outside of, culturally, they're outside of my circle of trust. Okay, they're not for me. So the alternative is, I guess, I haven't been to a house that doesn't have the suicide showers, but the next home that we're going to, she let us know in advance, and it's all in her home's bio, that she does not offer hot water because it's mostly warm here, and so you don't need the hot water. I'm from the South. I know I say that a lot, but heat is a part of my belief system. I like being warm. I hate taking cold showers, okay? I think I would rather smell like a sandwich for a few days than to take a cold shower. That being said, the water holding systems, I believe they're called tinacos, sit on top of the homes, and they do get heated, especially in the daytime, so that if you're a daytime bather, which I am, the water comes out pretty warm. So it's okay. It's okay. Now, at nighttime, it's different. If you get up too early and the sun hasn't gotten to heating that thing, it's a little bit different. My child is already complaining, like, I like to shower at night. And I'm thinking, well, I don't know what to tell you. So that's something to keep in mind. Think about what your comfort level is with your bathing, with your water needs. How hot do you need it? Are you going to be okay at the suicide shower? So as you're looking in the bathrooms, look at that shower. And if they don't show the shower head, Ask them, what type of shower head do you have? How is your water heated? That kind of thing. And again, these are little nitpicky things. For me, they're nitpicky. It's not the end of the world either way, but for your comfort, you want to be comfortable. I was kind of laughing at myself the other day that things that I accept here at these Airbnbs out of country, back home, I'd have lost my damn mind. Could you imagine going to an Airbnb, paying your money at home, and it being buggy? Can you? Can you? Can you? Because I can't. I would have lost my mind. But here, it's no deal. It's not a thing. It's not a big thing, you know, at all for me. Now, I prefer it not to be buggy. I prefer it not to be. I prefer not to have the ants drag me down the street and leave me for dead. I could do without that. But it's not a deal breaker. It's not a deal breaker. Yeah. So I wanted to tell you about that. What else did I want to tell you? On Monday, we finally picked up Bella's computer. If you've seen one of my other videos, one of my shorts, I told you about us dropping the computer off at a repair shop that I had found online and checked the reviews or whatever. It's not one that had been recommended to me. It's a different one that I found on my own. And I just posted that video a few days ago, but actually we dropped the computer off, which I think was about a month ago. So it took longer to get repaired than I had expected, but the repairs were done very well. I think the price was okay. I don't know. I don't know. I think it might have been about the same that I would have paid back home, maybe. It it's working well, and I know I'm so damn happy that my child has her computer back because we were sharing my computer. So that means, we would get up and she would do her schoolwork in the daytime. And then when she finished up at whatever time, then I would try to work. And it was draining because it gets to a certain point where it's like, I don't want to go to bed, but I need to get some more work done. And it's just annoying. So now I've just been so very effective, efficient, and just getting things done, working so much because I'm so thankful to have my computer back. She's got her computer back. She can be doing schoolwork all day. I can be working all day. We can be a well-tuned machine towards success, right? But I will give you the details about that computer repair place in case you need to go there for repairs, because the guy was honest. He did stay in touch. He did get the work done. He was polite, and he was very charismatic too. And I'll say this, and this is awful. This is very Sally Spectra of me. And if you know, then you know. You know about Sally Spectra. If you know, if you do, comment in the below. Comment in the comment section if you know what I'm talking about the Sally Spectra thing. But I was thinking about it as I was waiting to get the computer back, and I had like sent him a message, and then he responded or whatever like that. And I was thinking, this is kind of a mental epiphany for me about the truth of pretty privilege, because this man was fairly handsome and charismatic. He was very charismatic. You know how people have that charisma and you just want to be in their sphere and shine all lights on them and let them shine their lights on you. He had that quality. And I was thinking, now I know damn well if this man was toe up from the flow up, he didn't have that charisma, he was some little hobbit schlump, that I probably would have been on him like white on rice, like, when are we gonna get this computer? When are we gonna get this computer? When are we gonna get this pewter? I need my pewter. But instead, I kind of let it slide for longer than I normally would. And I recognize, like, yeah, people that try to deny the truth of pretty privilege are lying to themselves. For men and women, they're lying. They're lying. Let's not lie. Let's not lie. Let's be honest. So I will put his information. So in case you need a computer repairman, he might not be fast, but he will get the job done and get the job done efficiently. I was pleased. We had a full day that day. We scampered around. He was in the area that's over like Centro adjacent. So then we walked to La Cubanita because I saw advertised that they had a lovely vegetarian lunch, and we did have their lovely vegetarian lunch. Uh, if you're a vegetarian, you'll like this, maybe. It's a lot of food, it's very inexpensive. You get a big plate of rice and beans, Cuban style rice and beans, so it's black beans and rice and plantains. And then on the other plate, you have the hugest plate of salad. And this salad is so well seasoned with like oil and vinegar. You've got it, they have the spiraling of the cucumbers, huge pieces of avocado. There's some aubergine, roasted aubergine in it. Just a huge plate. Like, it was so much food. I finished mine for the most part. Bella left a lot of her salad, but she ate all the rice and beans. Now, quality wise, it wasn't the best rice and beans. It wasn't the best Cuban rice and beans that I had. Felt like it could have had a little bit more flavor, but it was yummy. It was yummy. It was filling. It was inexpensive. Had some really good tamarind drink too. As I've been going around town, I love the tamarind drink. I used to drink the tamarind drink back home, and it's kind of hit or miss around here. It can be kind of funky. His was really good. It was so good. It tasted almost like it was like fresh tamarind. It was really, really yummy. If you go there, either have cash, right, efectivo, or be prepared to do a transfer. They will do a transfer. You can transfer the cash directly into their account. That was my first time doing that at a restaurant, and I felt a little bit nervous about it, like, please, but it was fine. It was fine. Quick, easy, fine. So from La Cubanita, then we wandered into the Parque Santa Lucia, and we sat there for a while, kind of meandering around. We went into the little coffee shop Key Holiti. I am butchering that name, but it's right there in the corner. And Bella got a cold coffee drink, and I got a hot, she got a cold chocolate drink, and I got a hot chocolate, which was basically like this cube of chocolate on a stick, like on a long stick, and you stir it and you stir it and you stir it and you stir it. And the guy kind of warned me. He's like, "This? You want this?" It's like, "Yes, see, that's what I want." I know what the hell I wanted. That wasn't what I wanted, because I stood out there and stirred like a witch's brew for like 15 years. But once we got it melted in my soy milk, it was delicious, right? And then from there, we had a full day, y'all. We had a full day. Matter of fact, we had 2 full days, because the day before that Sunday, we had went to Decathlon to get Bella's helmet. And then from Decathlon, we came home, got our skate gear. Her skate gear, not mine. I don't skate. I don't want to break up nothing. And we went to the park, and she skated about. And then Monday, we did the computer pickup and the luncheon at La Cubanita, the kind of wandering in Santa Lucia, Parque Santa Lucia, the little coffee drinking. And then my child informed me that she had not had in the longest, some, bath care supplies. And she wanted to go to Target. I was like, "Oh, we go to Walmart." "No, I ain't go to Target." "Why? Why?" "Okay, but child wants to go to Target. I brought her to Mexico. I'll get her to Target." So my phone died. So I had her Uber us with her phone to Target. Our Uber driver picks us up, and he starts taking us to Target. And suddenly, like, he's in some neighborhood, and I'm looking at Bella's phone, like, "What did you put in that phone?" And then he stops at some house, a great big house, and he's like, and I'm like, "No, no, 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 I'm not, no." Like, I don't know what I was like, "No, Target." And he's like, "Ew." And then I know we're trying to go. And so in my broken Spanish and his English that he had more English than I had Spanish. I thank him and I bless his soul. I had him add another route in to the closest Walmart, and he took us there, because I wasn't getting out that car where we were. Like, he would have had to physically remove us from his vehicle, like, "No, sir, no, sir, no, sir, I don't know where I am, But he took us to a Walmart in City Center. That was the first time, y'all, that we have been inside a store not a mall, right? But like a store since we got here. We have not done any grocery shopping. We haven't gone to the Soriana or to the Chedrai or to the Walmart. We've just been getting deliveries in, which is fine for me. Um, I had started getting delivery service with my groceries back home once COVID, hit, and it came to me like, I don't need to never set foot in a grocery store again. What am I in there for? Mm-mm. Mm-mm. It's no reason, right? But we got to the city center. He's like, yeah, this is city center. And it's like, oh, this is a nice area. There's got some restaurants here, some benches out here. If we plan a day where we want to have a little bit of lunch and we got to do some shopping, then we could come here. We could come to this Walmart. But it just feels like, I'm in Mexico and I'm in Walmart. What am I doing in Walmart? But as we walk in, a brother and a sister walked out, and they saw us and we saw them, and we were like, like literally we're doing this, like me and you, us never part. So if y'all see this, brothers and sisters, I see you, y'all saw me, we saw each other. It was really wonderful. We had actually saw two sisters in Santa Lucia as well. Bella caught them. She's like, there's black people. She's like, can we go talk to them? And it's like, no. And I'll tell you why. Because previously we were in, was it the Gallerias Mall? I think it was the Gallerias. We've been to the Alta Brista Mall and the Gallerias. I think it was in the Gallerias. And I saw this huge, beautiful couple. They were so tall, Amazonian and gargantuan, very tall. And they were black. And I rushed to them like, hey, do y'all live in Merida? Blah, 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 blah. Thinking, I was like, y'all brothers and sisters of Merida? And the woman was like, yes, we live in Merida, but with an accent. So they were Afro, but they weren't Afro-American. They were not African-American. They were from somewhere else. I think possibly Cuban, maybe Dominican, something. The accent seemed maybe Haitian. It could have been a French or a Spanish accent, either one. But they gave me the vibe that like we not out here greeting like this. We're not doing that. So I was like, after that, I was like, you know what? I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm not running up on anyone. If someone catches my attention and I will certainly give them. I will give that, but I'm not going to do that because it just felt mortifying. It felt mortifying. I'm not going to do it. But Bells, can we? Like, I was like, no. We're not going to do that. If I get right in your space, I will say hello, but I'm not going to run up and bear hug you. But the couple that we saw at Walmart, we gave the love hug. So yeah, that's it. That's all for now. If you have any questions at all as you are contemplating your travel abroad to Merida, to Mexico, or anywhere else, regarding the basics, I can tell you about getting the stuff you need to get on your flight. Once you're in country, that's something different. But here, I can tell you about a little bit. I am happy to answer questions. You can comment below and let me know. You can email me if you wish. I'll include my email. You can email me if you wish. I'm happy to answer questions as I can. Let me give you a bit of a shameless plug. I am not ashamed. I am going to take a hint from Shameless Maya and promote myself every chance I get. Be sure to check the links in the description. There will be links to my website. I have an online Botanica and CBD shop. If you're buying CBD, buy it from me. If you're buying crystals, Palo Santo, singing bowls, yoga equipment, yoga clothing, I've got that stuff. I've got it. Check out my website. Place your orders. If you're someone that's going to celebrate Christmas, I'm not about that life, but if you are, peace and blessings to you, and you want to get some Christmas gifts, go onto my site and place your orders now. My stuff won't get to you in a day. It might take between a week, 3 weeks, might take a week. Some stuff is faster. Depends on some of my suppliers. Some is faster. Some is slow, but it'll get to you and it'll be wonderful. So Black Lion Botanicals, shop with me, Black Lion Botanicals. I have an Etsy shop as well where I have some downloadable planners to help you plan your level of gratitude, your manifestations, your affirmations. Go there. Get some of those planners. Get yourself together. Get yourself right. I also have some planners that they will be mailed to you and they will have a beautiful cover. Now, they're on an evil site. I gotta say it. They're on the site of evilness. It is what it is. If you want those, you can go to the Amazon links and get them. If you don't support Amazon, that's fine. I understand. At some point, I won't support them either. But right now, I do have some journals there that if you've already got an Amazon account and you're going to order some stuff, order mine. I'm telling you, order mine. Okay? What else? What else? What else? If you are a non-native English speaker and you want English language lessons, please do go to my other website, LionEnglishAcademy.com, and we can put you right together. One of my lovely teachers will take care of you. They will make sure that they help you succeed in whatever your English language learning goals are. And also you can pop right on over to my Lion English Academy YouTube channel as well. There's free lessons there for you to practice with. So all of those links and things will be in the description. And if you're coming to Mexico and you haven't perfected your Spanish yet, I did find 2 new sources for language lessons. Bella is doing one, Preply. I am doing the other, Cudoo, I believe it's what it's called. Digging them. Digging them. I still do my Mango languages, but this is something in addition. So if you are seeking something, I recommend both of these. Links for those will be in my description box as well. If you click on any of those links and go to those things, those affiliate sites, I will get a little bit of cha-ching. It won't charge you anything extra, but I will get a little bit of cha-ching. I appreciate it. If you buy your crystals, your whatever from me, I will get cha-ching. I appreciate it. So do that. If you don't want to buy anything, that's fine. Keep coming back to see me. I've got more to say. I've got more to share. Make sure you hit me with the 5, right? You like, share, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell notification. Yes, I'm greedy. I want you to do all 5. All right? So, blessings to you, beautiful, beloved creatures, and I shall see you next time. Bye-bye.